Alright, so this is a 2004 Predator 500. Polaris, obviously. It's got two-wheel drive. They are fast. It's a manual transmission clutched. Pretty darn nice wheeler. Has air ride shocks in the front and the back. Little shot canister there. Chain drive. I have personally had this up to 65, but I ran out of road. Heard that these go about 70, 74 or something, which wouldn't surprise me. It gets you from 0 to 60 in about 65 in less than a quarter mile, easily. I'd say it's I think I tested it on about 2 blocks or something like that, maybe less. And I wasn't really pushing it because I was first time I'd really ridden a wheeler. So alright, so what did I do this? This is brand new. The previous owner had taken the old one apart and just completely wrecked it, so I bought a new one of these. I had to do a little bit of wiring down there, and I think that was the previous owner came out and it wouldn't start, and there's no lights or anything. Well, a main wire had fallen off somehow, and just put that back on and everything works. So I did end up putting a new intake boot from the block to the carburetor. The one that was on there wasn't bad, it was just weather cracking, and I don't like running anything like that, so I just put a new one on. It is registered in my name till 24, so that's nice. This front right tire, I did notice was low today when I took it out. I haven't ridden this thing in weeks, if not close to a month now. But I mean, it holds air for at least a week from what I could tell. I mean, I aired up this morning and it's probably been holding close to 12 hours now, so should be good there, at least for short term. Brakes are solid, both front and back. It'll lock the rear tires up on pavement, no problem. Front tires, I mean, it won't throw you over the handlebars necessarily, but if you latch down on that master hard enough, it will. Alright, well, let's start it up, show you how everything works. Lights work now and everything after I replace that sucker. High and low. It's in neutral. I don't know if that light works. I know the neutral light works and everything, so basic stuff. Let's see. Always starts pretty much first turn, even when it's cold. Really solid little wheeler. Doesn't smoke at all. It's gonna be hard doing this, and I mean, I could let out the clutch and not even touch the gas. There's so much flipping torque. It'll idle at about 35, 40 and almost die. Very fast wheeler. And that's second. Second will probably get you up to 25, something like that. Very hard driving this with one hand. It's a pretty sharp looking wheeler, I think. I mean, I just have no real need for a racing four-wheeler, more or less. I just I like using my sport or my utility quads, I guess. So yeah, I mean, if you want to know kind of the feel of these things, it really is a race quad. I mean, you can break the tires loose, no problem with them. I don't know what the horsepower is on the engine. I'm guessing it's got to be 30, maybe 40. I mean, it's ridiculous for a four-wheeler. And obviously you got the dual headers and everything coming off a single cylinder, and that's it's a little bit of horsepower. Reminds me a lot about the old Grizzly 600s from '98 and stuff, how they had that dual header setup. I guess that was the thing back in the day. I don't know if they still do it, but I'm sure that adds quite a bit of flow. Kind of like putting dual exhaust on a truck or something. Alright, well, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I probably won't be able to answer much about them. I mean, it's a pretty basic four-wheeler, and I'm sure most questions are going to be about the engine. I don't know much about the internals of those things, but everything else I can probably answer a little bit about. So yeah, just thought I'd do a little video on it, show you kind of what that's about and kind of the specs and how it feels when you're riding it. So yeah, other than that, have a good one.